Video game movies already have a bad reputation, and Sony Pictures' Pixels ruins that reputation completely. I'm Greg, and this is Stuff That Sucks. So it's clear now that video games and gamers are pop icons. With the current trend of geek culture being omnipresent, what better way to capitalize it than with Sony Pictures' Pixels? I went to see this travesty of a film and got my money back. The movie is terrible. The only positive thing about it is the visual effects. Kevin James is awful, Adam Sandler looks bored throughout the entire thing, and I have no clue why Peter Dinklage is in this. So the loose plot is an alien race interprets a message of peace as an act of war and sends retro 80s video games, the Pixels, to destroy Earth. Tasking the old arcade champions of Earth to come out of retirement, Sandler, Gad, Dinklage, and others to help defeat the aliens. So Greg, what's wrong with Pixels? It's an homage to old classic video games of the 80s, right? Well, that's what the studios are banking on. Having Adam Sandler in the film was a tremendous mistake from the get-go. Adam Sandler as a producer on the film was yet another mistake. Remember when Adam Sandler's movies were funny?
Son of a bitch, Paul, why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
I'm about to do something that I never thought I'd have the guts to do.
You're not proposing, are you?
Yeah, pal, I am.
Well, think about it, you know?
God, Sonny, shut up!
Adam's brand of comedy has seemed to gotten lazier with age. It seems he's unable to grow and evolve his gags, jokes, and humor over the years. And at this point, it just seems like Adam is being lazy. Casting Kevin James as the President of the United States is just too unbelievable. He will always be that unfunny, typical fat and clumsy guy. It's not just the actors that hurt the film. The jokes are also horrifically executed. Did I mention there's a joke where Q-bert pisses himself? Many of you might argue that you just need to shut your brain off and be entertained. And I can usually do that with any Jerry Bruckheimer movie. But Pixels demands a total comatose state from you from the start. Uninspired writing and horrid acting phoned in by everyone except Dinklage. He's the only one who's able to salvage a couple lines with his delivery, and he seems to be the only one taking his role seriously or having fun with it.
And I want a stealth attack helicopter, like they fly over the Super Bowl, at my disposal at all times, you know, so I can fly around. If the world's still here, I don't want to deal with traffic no more.
Now, not everything was bad. Like I mentioned earlier, the visual effects were done very well. Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and other video game characters did look believable on screen. Most even stayed true to the original art designs. The film's poor execution exposes the transparent aim of the studio for you to give them forkloads of money because they made you nostalgic for an 80s arcade game. Brief glimpses of times that were are not enough to warrant a $14 theater ticket. And now I will read some actual statements of reviews from people online and critics about Pixels. Calling Pixels one of Sandler's better movies is like calling a particular strain of Ebola somewhat less horrifically painful. Either way, it's not pleasant. Really, the viewer would be better off spending 98 minutes browsing Bomberman walkthroughs on YouTube. Sandler's character, so frequently and lazy, insults people that his name should be Judgy McDickface. Even Q-bert seems to be embarrassed to have acted alongside of him. Pixels is clearly aiming for the more advanced scrotal cancer kind of vibe. There's a happy ending, one more slightly risque sex joke, and roll credits, game over, the movie declares. But that was true even before it started. Ouch. And this is personally my favorite one. A middle finger aimed right at the audience. The most depressing thing is that they took something we loved, Retro's 80 arcade games, weakly attempted to make it funny with a miscast band of Adam Sandler's Happy Madison crew, which utterly fails. If we want our video game films to start gaining respect, we have to stop supporting films like this. Pixel's poor production and abuse of beloved video game characters greatly damages the culture and identity of gamers. Demand better video game films! They are out there. Mortal Kombat, Halo Forward Unto Dawn, Silent Hill, Wreck-It Ralph, and of course the abundance of video game fan films in new media outlets such as YouTube, Vimeo, Blimp TV. They are rare, but a few do exist. The only way to make crappy movies go away is to stop supporting them. You know, I'm not even sure at this point if that is going to help, because I'm sure Sony Pictures will blame the failure of Pixels on the fact that it was based on a video game, because I'm sure it had nothing to do with casting James and Sandler in this horrific film. All you guys, the gamers, the true gamers, need to prove you aren't mindless sheep that will see anything just because it's nostalgic and or video game related. The movie doesn't respect gamers. In fact, it sets the gaming culture backward. The game doesn't represent the games it portrays respectfully either. It's a quick weekend cash-in. Everybody, we need to band together. We need to speak with our wallets and not support movies like Pixels. Don't see this film, and if you do, ask for your money back. It's a terrible movie. An interesting idea executed incredibly poorly, with very disappointing casting decisions. It's the bottom of the barrel, not even low enough for Donkey Kong to touch. Anyway guys, it really sucks. For more videos like this and everything else gaming related, you're already in the right place. You're on Shacknews.com. It's terrible. The movie's terrible.
Adam Sandler is Jack. Adam Sandler is Jill. This November, Adam Sandler shits in your eyes, ears, and mouth. It's Adam Sandler in Rated R for Pirates. Fuck you.